pop, poppy, pop, 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 pop. These are still, I think, are rushing. Let's just have the clarinets, unless you want the bass. Let's have Ruth in again. It helps, doesn't it? Make it very, very rhythmic. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, pop, 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 pop. Now 1. That's better. Pop, 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 pop. Right, a bit faster. A bit faster. 1, 2, 3. 1. Don't rush it. Pop, 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 pop. Short notes, Ruth. Better. Okay, all right. You've turned the page. All right, let's go from just after 5 then. Bom, bom, bom. The slight accents. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Da-dee-dee-dee, da-dee-dee-dee, da-dee-dee-dee. Now watch those triplets always, they're still not right. Once again, same place. Okay, half and nothing. 1, 2, 3. Right. 2, 3. Yes, but it is better to go da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's just try that again. 1, 2, 3. No, it's not an accent, Janet, it's a push. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, not ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, so it just kind of goes up and comes down. Okay? Everyone? 1, 2, 3. Shall we carry on? That actually does sound better. From the primo, everyone. Okay, so it should be a bit faster. 1, 2, 3. Good, now. Bum, 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 2, 3. Bum, 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 2, 3.
These tutors, these professionals of big orchestras, are able to pinpoint the weaknesses and then to teach them how to put things right and to give them an idea how to cope with things that are sometimes beyond them. But this in itself begins to build up their confidence because they learn that orchestral players must cope. And as Sir Adrian Bowles once told me in answer to a very difficult question, don't you realize the answer is in you? And they realize that the answer is in them.
Remember. Professionals remember, you remember. We got this absolutely perfect by delaying, by watching. Okay? Let me please, where we have the big tune, 17. 17, please. Let's hear the tune. And.
The tutors number amongst them some of the most illustrious names in orchestral music, ranging from Vera Kantrovich, who is probably one of the most experienced orchestral players. She excels. And she brings a tremendous experience.
How does the choice get made between the first and the second violins?
I wish I knew. The thing is that Arthur hears them all, and he, except for one or two specials who are obvious choices, all the rest are given sort of marks. And 70 means you get in, and anything well over 70 means you're generally in the first. And if there isn't a very good sort of group, then you get them at 67 and a half and things, and we have to try and find the best out of them. But then you see, Marguerite has to have some reasonable ones, otherwise the seconds would drop through the floor. But we manage.
A little bit of horse trading, maybe.
Absolutely. The first day is always like that. We're always trying to find out what happens, and who they are.
I notice in the rehearsals that on occasion, perhaps in the main reading, that in fact you shift people up from the back desk to the front desks and so on. Why do you do this?
Well, Arthur likes to see what they're like when they get in a position of authority. And some of them fall down badly and others don't. We always know who's going to be in the front, but we like to give everybody a chance, seeing what it's like in the hot seat, you know. We have to do that.
What reaction do you get from the youngsters?
I don't want to go there. That's what they say. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, we take as well. I think we benefit enormously from this. I feel 10 years younger when I go back home after a week with the kids. They really are so enthusiastic, and it shows a part of music which I almost forgotten. It's really good. I enjoy it.
I think that the important thing to think about with these kids as well is that socially it's good for them, because you've got youth orchestra and everybody thinks all sort of, you know, all the kids are going to do music, and in actual fact, something like about 20% of them only do music, and the other 80% do physics and maths and weird things like that. And the very fact that they can sit down and play with the youth orchestra of an incredibly high standard broadens them, and after all, they are bums on seats for tomorrow's audiences.
As you say, we're taking a lot from, learning a lot from this ourselves as well. And I'm getting an awful lot out of actually teaching rather than being one of the students. And it takes me back to 10 years ago when I was playing in youth orchestras, and what a marvellous experience that was. My mother was one of the founder members of the orchestra in 1945, and it's very nice to be back and seeing what she experienced then and to be sharing in that.
Yes, the characters never change. You know, the characters never change. There's sort of certain identifiable personalities, like the Joe Cracker, the choir guy. There's every section I've ever been in this youth orchestra has them. You know, these people. But I'm constantly having to remind myself, you know, having been a student on this course, that I'm not a student still. You know, because it's just a good bunch of kids.